because he read in the records that large amounts of wealth were found on Li Yan's deck ship. Li Yan and his wife had plain clothes, all were plain garments. Their meals were simple too. He guessed that the money on the ship was framed on Li Yan by others. This suddenly made Old go serious. Has anyone mentioned it? No, I can't. My boss and I. Duran. He mentioned it. What did he say? Later at my place. But it's fine to say. Maybe it's Zhao's first time being respected by a boss. He suddenly felt moved. It was hard to contain. That night, Zhao received a letter from Wen Yu. The text urged him to care for his family, but it read like a farewell letter. Zhao understood right away Wen Yu might be in danger alone. Where Feeling was located, he saw Feeling on the ship. He gave her all his wealth for news from Lord Zhao. Master Zhao hired Feeling to charm the crew. During that time, a few were sent aboard the ship. It seems it was to prepare for murder during the auspicious magic. Feeling also informed Zhao Master Zhao's current spot, but by the time Zhao arrived, Olgu and the people from Chifeng had already arrived first and were asking Master Zhao. Zhao steadied himself to look. Wen Yu was in sight too. Yet, Master Zhao's merchant and papers were clear. For now, Chifeng found nothing odd. Duran surprisingly came to be friendly. The intent was unclear. Olgu felt trouble, so he took his men away for now, letting Master Zhao go free. Meanwhile, Zhao stayed by Wen Yu's side. This day, but were caught by Master Zhao and taken underground. They planned to bury them. Buried down here, they probably would never be found again. From Master Zhao and Wen Yu's talk, young Zai starts to understand Wen Yu's true identity. She was orphaned as a child, trained by an old bandit, trained as a bandit. For 5 years, she did many hits. They only killed the wicked until 15 years ago. The old bandit took a strange job. It was to sneak the bandits onto Li Yan's ship. But once aboard, Wen Yu recognized Li Yan. She opposed her master because she knew Li Yan was good. But the old bandit still beheaded him as the employer asked, setting the seal like the corrupt pig. Blood ink for justice sake. The bandits killed innocents on the ship. Wen Yu can't do it. Just then, an arrow flew in from outside. The old bandit died instantly. Outside, the ministry was there. Wen Yu jumped in the water to flee. Later, she met young Zhang in a clothing shop. Master Zhao is the bandit's son. For 15 years, he sought revenge for his dad because he knew when his father killed Li Yan, there was once a hostage in the cabin. The Dali temple shouldn't be here so soon. And the one giving the orders must want to silence them. He could be the one who set the trap for the water thieves. Recently, Zhao got info on the mastermind. He pulled out 2 letters. An order to kill Liam. The other, he didn't know where it came from. A letter about the Luckbringer's plans. Both letters share the same handwriting, showing the mastermind is one and the same. That's why he came to Tokyo. And to avenge this mysterious figure, his method is to kill all the boatmen of the good fortune to show intimidation. Meanwhile, Wen Yu is still in Tokyo, and she married a scribe from the Dali Temple. He sent word to Wen Yu to get him the Lian case files from the Dali Temple. The aim was for her to borrow her husband's note for her. Unbeknownst, she never asked Zhao. One person bore it all. He threw Zhao into the pit. He directly approached him. Before Zhao was dealt with, Wen Yu, with the hidden shard in her hand, cut the ropes. She swiftly turned and subdued Master Zhao, then threatened Master Zhao to release Zhao. Once Zhao was free, Wen Yu urged him to leave first. She would handle it herself, but alone. Their side outnumbered her. She likely aimed to sacrifice for Zhao's safety. Just then, Zhao suddenly recited the document Master Zhao wanted. What you just recited is in the entire Dali Court's archives. I can recite all the documents. If you dare to do anything to my wife, then I'll forget it all.
Why didn't you say so sooner? You didn't ask me either.
Master Zhao wanted the document because back then, after the Li Yan case reached Dali Court, it was manipulated by Shimers, using refugees to hit corrupt officials. Case hastily closed. Master Zhao suspects someone in Dali Temple involved in hurting his dad. Needs to review the files. Find the scoundrel! But hearing Zhao wrap up the files, they didn't uncover any leads. But another suspicion is, Dali Temple just happened to burn. The files of the Li Yan case from 15 years ago were burned. The one who burned the files is tied to the puppet master. But who set the blaze is a puzzle. Under pressure, Zhao, the name of the last patrolman on duty, told Master Zhao, who is the nephew of the chief officer, immediately took his men to search. Just like that, temporarily spared Zhao couple. Rest for a moment. Wen Yu admits to her husband, yesterday in the tavern, that left army inspector somehow learned of her identity as a water thief. He schemed against her using this info. This caused her death. This morning, she arrived at their ship. That Master Zhao had informed the magistrate to pressure Wen Yu. His aim was to force her to kill. Master Zhao wanted Wen Yu back with her kin. To kill on a magic boat under the bridge, using weapons that bandits excel at, triangle daggers. He wanted Wen Yu to witness the scene, then to force her into the game, pushing her into the water. This is how the townsfolk saw Wen Yu. Only to find out the files had been burned, hearing how hard it was for her. He finally knew her heart was pure. Zhao suddenly shed tears. You went to the Dali temple and learned about my dismissal. Now we're even. That night when she got home, Wen Yu had already drafted a divorce decree for Zhao. She asked him to sign. She doesn't want her past to affect Zhao's future. She gave all her earnings from 15 years to Zhao. They're into deep. The past was plain, now it's fancy. Early next morning, Zhao took his brother to the carriage shop to buy one a good horse. However, at that moment, they noticed a strange man coming to buy a horse. He had a foreign accent, wearing a hat to hide his face. His sleeves had traces of sulfur and charcoal residue. He might be the owner of the copper furnace, the smoking wizard from the west. After the wizard showed up, they clearly saw him. Assassins trailed behind him. Zhao quickly devised a plan. This drew a crowd of onlookers. The wizard quickly left again. They took him to a vacant warehouse for questioning. Finally, they learned that this man is the forger of auspicious signs. He smuggled into Tokyo 6 months ago. He performed magic for a living in the streets. Later, court guards took him. There was a person wearing a ring on their thumb, made him do auspicious deeds. From the India's description of him, he
involved. Pointed it out to me.
Zhao, what's your business at Dali Temple? Why does the case have to do with you?
Get it now.
Dali Temple. Duran. Someone's eavesdropping outside. Zhao immediately got up to chase. Sadly, he didn't catch up. The Indian also ran away. How can we prove Duran's guilt next? Plus, that eavesdropper is probably Duran's subordinate. Zhao and his family are in danger next. Time is short. He must quickly think of a countermeasure. After some time, Zhao's brother was returning home alone leading a white horse. He also carried a letter from Zhao to Wen Yu. Wen Yu had wanted to leave long ago, but had been held back by Zhao's sister's sweet embrace, unable to escape. He's a caring and soft-rated killer. Seeing this white horse, Wen Yu recalled 15 years ago. The white horse that young Zhang gave her. Seeing the letter's words again, old Zhao wrote hoping she finds joy in life. Zhao is quite sentimental, sometimes is also selfless, but he rarely expresses it so grandly. When you felt the hint of unease, she says Zhao might have a plan. What else did Zhao do? She learned that old Zhao wrote another note, but he hid it from his brother. The brother saw only the note that said, "He's junk." Hearing those 3 words, Wen Yu quickly mounted and left. Meanwhile, Duran planned to kidnap Zhao and his family. He also received a note sent to him by Zhao. He asked him to meet at Eastjung Graveyard and to bring 2 bottles of Liu's wine. At this time, the Indian had been killed by Duran's men. Old D is truly the villain of false fortune. He felt a bit restless because more and more people knew his secret. He needed to silence Zhao and deal with Master Zhao. Yesterday, while probing Master Zhao at Kaifeng, Duran seemed to be cozy enough to Master Zhao, helping Master Zhao shed suspicion, but he aimed to uncover Master Zhao's truth. He wanted to wait until Kaifeng ceased its search, and he would silence Master Zhao himself compared to Zhao. Master Zhao is the real issue, because originally, Duran's lab magic was seamless, until Master Zhao messed things up. At night, Duran led his crew to the east suburb ship graveyard, where Zhao was sitting alone among the wrecked ships, as Shabin thought. In front of him was a small table.